All right, good afternoon and good morning to you, Nikolai.
Morning.
How are things in sunny Arizona?
They are good. We're in an Arctic freeze of 47 degrees this morning.
Like, that's probably about the same temperatures here, but you have the sunshine.
Yes, we have the sunshine, but it'll be 80s this week, so no
Yeah,
complaining.
I'm not saying a word.
It's
So
all
let's
good.
do that. Hi, Dominic. Lovely you join us, and George in Kenya. Hello. I say good afternoon. I know the Kenya's ahead of us by 1 hour,
Yeah.
maybe
Thanks,
two.
everyone.
Nice to see you. So, anyone else who is listening, obviously, you're at the Ladies Go Live in our podcast, and I'm joined by Nick Dorsey, and we're here to talk about all the fabulous things he does, all the things of gratitude, how he's changed jobs, created a new business, and on top, his health and well-being, because I do not talk about anything else but health and well-being. So, Nick, are you ready for this? Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm always ready, Liz. Let's do it.
Born ready.
Bam.
So let's kick off with you just telling us about what you do, because obviously you've got sort of three lines of what you do now. So talk us through those.
So, my 9 to 5, I'm a project manager, and I run all big expansions and projects for Four Diamond Resort, and then also help build companies and do culture training with companies. And then also I'm a podcast host. So I do a lot of fun things, love mentoring people and just, enjoy life and just go out there and help. I mean, that's all we can do, right? And enjoy it.
Do a little bit. I'm just going to
Yeah.
pick up on this one. So thank you, Jules, for clarifying you're 3 hours ahead of us.
Yeah.
I
Well,
really appreciate that. My time zones are a little kooky.
see, 6, 4, you're
That means
10 hours
it's
ahead of
10.
me. Yeah. So
Yeah. See, I can always clock on from you guys. I always know that one. Except when you tell me certain time zones are changing, I'm like, yeah, we're about to go into a very confusing period where summer times are hitting and some places obviously are.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Now I'm
So
back on Pacific time, so it can make it a lot easier now. So
yeah, no, then give it about a week or so and we'll change.
yeah, see, always behind. See, we don't change, so that's what's nice here. So we never have to
Yeah.
change our clocks or anything. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the clock in your car that you never change.
Yeah,
That's
that's
mine's.
that's why you gotta get streaming radio in your car so it changes it for you, Liz. We gotta get that upgrade for you.
I
But you
just
never
go.
drive. You probably haven't driven in the last year, probably a handful of times. So
But I spend 6 months going, it's plus or minus an hour, and then 6 months going, oh, it's spot
yep, absolutely. It's easier that way.
on. Completely. And I practice my maths every single day.
Yeah, see, that's
Uh,
good.
so yeah. So obviously we kicked off that you're a busy man with your 9 to 5, your, obviously mentoring, your podcast. How the hell do you have time for your health and fitness?
I don't know. Golf, lots of golf. Do that. You just got to find time. I mean, obviously, in the last couple months, it's slacked off a little bit in some ways, but I'm very lucky because I have a supportive wife who cooks very healthy for us and, really tries to take care of us. And we're doing the juicing thing, and stuff like that. And just try to get in walks as much as I can if I can't get in like a physical exercise. So, and checking out some ladies whose name's Liz Jones's workout things that I get sent to me every once in a while. So, check those out, and try to work on those, Mind Body House people, go check it out. And then, and it's just finding that time because with everything that's going on, like Monday through Friday for me and, wanting that work balance life, you got to find that. And if it's only 15, 20 minutes, I try to get that in as much as I can just to, because I don't want to take stuff away from my family, too. But I have to keep my health because I'm getting to the age where metabolism slowed down. If I just look at a pop or anything with sugar in it, I gain about 5 pounds. So, and it's having the mental capacity to eat better, and it's not a diet, it's a lifestyle change. And you have to figure out how to do that lifestyle change slowly, not at once, so your body doesn't go into shock. So that's all the stuff I'm going through with that right now. But I just got to find a routine to get better so I can do more of Mind Body House workouts.
That's what we all want.
Yeah.
But of course, obviously, you got your new job. You started this year. So, of course, before that, you were golfing a lot.
Yeah, I was golfing 3 days a week. Yeah. So it's down to about once a week now. So.
And I showed you how to lift weights. I know. I remember the shoulder press with just the bar. Sorry. Shame.
It's all good. Went through it. Was sore for about 3 weeks. I do play softball on Sundays too. I got a softball league, so I'm running around doing that stuff. So, I do little things to try to stay active. I mean, better than sitting at home watching TV all day, right?
And you got the dogs. You have to take them out.
I got the dogs. Well, the one dog's lazy. The other one's active. I just put him in the backyard and he just runs laps. So kind of watch him. So if we consider picking up after them, exercise, and yes, I get exercise.
So we've got Saeed's joined us. Obviously, it's his first time, so welcome. Thank you for listening. Obviously, a great initiative giving back. Obviously, I love gratitude because gratitude is one of the things that influences our natural happiness.
Yeah.
So how has gratitude impacted your happiness? Is there anything particular, or is it just in general you feel better?
I just generally feel better. It's just when you can be positive towards other people and just show that you're grateful for things. It's amazing the aura that comes back to you. It's amazing the reaction you get back to you. And even if it's somebody and you don't get that reaction right away, it eventually comes out of them if you just, keep killing them with kindness, like I say, because people will drink the Kool-Aid. They will, because it just becomes a habit then. So I just stay positive all the time. That's what I try to do, and actually, be honest with you, moving to Arizona where it's sunny like 330 days out of the year really changes your mentality. It really does, because I came from somewhere where it rained about 200 days a year. And it's amazing what a blue sky and a sun can do, because you don't think about it when you live in it till you move out of it. Then it's like, wow, all these people are saying this is right. We're right. So experiencing that and just having the happy-go-lucky attitude I have a lot, because I'm just bouncing off the walls all the time. I think it was just a good fit. So it helps out a lot too.
And obviously natural sunlight, vitamin D, really, really good for your energy levels. Yeah,
it is, and then, being able to jump in, like every other house has a pool here. So just going to people's house and jumping in pools and just, it's outdoor activity here. It's a lot of outdoor activity. And that was a huge factor in all this too, is, there wasn't a lot of outdoor activity in Washington unless you wanted to go in the rain or the snow or the cold, and a lot of people aren't motivated to do that, especially when your joints hurt and, you got all those body aches as we get older. So coming down here, kids outside everywhere, there's always outdoor activity. There's hunting, there's biking, people riding their razors and quads out in the desert. It's always outside. You hear music in people's backyards all the time. So all that factor, has really changed a lot of my mentality on things. And that's where the fitness is more coming back into my life a lot more. So.
Well, maybe one tip that you might want to take is don't jump in someone's pool without their permission.
But I mean, here it's kind of, but that is kind of creepy, I mean, you just don't want to jump in somebody's backyard. But, people are nice down here. They might forgive you the first time. So.
Yeah. Voice of experience.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Candy's obviously joined us, and she's supporting you. Obviously being from Seattle. And I can say, obviously in the UK, we say military attitude. If it ain't raining, it ain't training.
Yeah, that ain't cool. Yeah. So.
Oh, it's beautiful. Good training in the rain.
Liz, is actually hilarious here because if it starts raining a little bit, they close down all the golf courses. They they shut down all the sports. They do anything because they don't want to ruin their fields. It's freaking, insane. It was sprinkling the other day and they closed down the golf course where I work for like an hour and a half till it stopped raining. I was like, what the hell is this? It was hilarious. But I'm like, it's just a different way of living, It's just how people live down here, They're so fair weather because they're so used to the sun. You're going to experience that one day. So,
one day.
Yeah.
I'll get there.
Yeah, you will. Yeah. Get out of jail. You and Paulo are in jail. Gotta get you two out.
Yeah, it feels like jail right now. I'm kind
Yeah.
of like, oh, so let's connect this up. So how has caring for your health and fitness made you sort of more successful at the things you do?
I think it's made my mindset better, my mentality on things. I just feeling better. I mean, having those days where, let's say, you carb up a lot and you just hit a wall and you crash. It's like drinking a bunch of energy drinks and just hitting that wall and just passing out. It's not fun, and I drive a lot too for my job. So last thing I want to do is get a little tired while I'm doing that. So, I mean, I think just with that, and like my wife says, when I lose some weight, I don't snore as much. So that's benefit for her.
I love
And
Jodie.
yeah, she's awesome, and I'm very fortunate and very lucky. And just I just your overall attitude changes, when you're feeling better about yourself, when you don't look in the mirror and go, or what it is some people still do that, but you got to realize, look at the path you've taken and where you were to where you are now. I mean, I think my whole life, the rest of my life, I can look in the mirror and go, but then I can see, okay, it's different aspects. Where was I this long ago? Okay, I was 30 more pounds, 40 more pounds. So, I can see a little definition of my shoulders. I can see a little definition here. And the hard thing for me, Liz, is it might be for you too, but you're in really good shape. So it's like remembering where I was in my peak shape and realizing I'm probably never going to get there again. So get that out of my mind, but get in a thing where I'm toned and just healthy and just feel good instead of being ripped and in peak shape, because I don't think that's my goal in life, because I don't have 3-4 hours a day either to be working out. But understanding my body, where my body's at, my capabilities, and what I can do to strengthen some of the things that are holding me back. Like we've talked about my knee. That's a huge thing. I got to figure out how to get past that, because it's been hurting for 20 some years, and so there's just a lot of stuff like that. But I just think the mentality part of it's huge, the mental part of it.
Yes, mindset's absolutely key. And of course,
Mhm.
like you say that, I was sat there with my client the other day and looking back at old photos, and I showed him when I was like leaving the army and he was like, "But you look great," and I was like, "No, look, I look too thin." Here was me,
Mhm.
sort of like a couple of years after, when I'm a little bigger, I'm still late. And he just went, "No, you're not 30 anymore," and I was like, "Cheers, mate." I was like, but actually, if I actually trained the same as then, I only trained for like 45 minutes to an hour, and I
Mhm.
don't did it 4 or 5 days. But because I hit the right way, my body responds.
Mhm.
And that's the one thing about training, getting shape. It's also going, what do I want to be? And because I've kind of maintained, this is a healthy lifestyle we keep talking about. If you keep looking after yourself, when you want to get into shape or just get that little bit extra for holiday or something, it's much easier to do. Like I can turn around in 4 to 6 weeks.
Absolutely. Because before, when I was my couple month period, when I took some time off, between jobs and everything, like you said, I was golfing 3 days a week. I was going out and doing long walks / jogs. When we're eating really well. So like when Thanksgiving came and then Christmas came, I ate like hell for that like week before Thanksgiving and week after. Then like before Christmas, and you understand, with all the candy and everything around, I ate like hell. I did not gain a pound for that whole thing. Is because my body was okay. This is how it's going to be. Then we got right back to where we needed to be on the eating. So like you said, taking that little time off didn't hurt me as much as it would have if I wasn't doing that. I probably would have gained 10 or 15 pounds, and the struggle would have been real, because I wouldn't want to get out of bed to go on that walk, or I would have struggled going to golf and be like, I mean, instead of jumping out of bed and like, let's do this, and ready to go. So, and
It's
it
that
makes
mindset as well.
yeah, and it actually makes it sleep better. When you're healthier, you sleep better. It's amazing. You actually get solid sleep. It's mind-blowing, people. So it's nice getting a good night's sleep, and it brings your stress level down too. Wow, look what we're going into, Liz.
God,
I mean, it's
oh
just
my God.
boom.
So you exercise, you have energy to do what you need to do, you
Wow.
sleep better at night. Oh my God. And you don't feel bad when you have a couple of bad days on what
Yeah.
you eat.
Absolutely. So think about this, Liz. As much as I jump off the walls and everything, think about I was actually in good shape. Holy crap, nobody can keep up with me. So I don't want to do that. I got to keep everybody, let's be on the same page here.
You got to keep us going. Don't worry.
It's
Stay ahead of the game.
My boss, he's awesome, John. And the dude's like on 10 Red Bulls a day. That dude's just like bah, 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 all over the place. And that's kind of the joke. It's like, dude, you got to get off your Red Bulls. But he gets up in the morning, he goes to the gym for like an hour and a half. I mean, he does his workout. I mean, he's the dude's built, dude. He is built. And, but it's just his energy level is just off the wall. And I'm like, damn, dude. I'm just like, I can't even keep up with him.
Spend a day with me. Spend a day with me, and you'll see exactly how much I actually do physically, and you'll be like,
"Well, is it? I think that's the goal shortly, right?
Keep up with me, yeah.
No, spending the day with each other at some point. So,
yeah,
hanging out with some girl named Jody. So,
yeah, she's pretty
cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, she's not bad. I'm
like,
with her. Yeah, I know. She got into that the other day. I was like, that was really cool because I used to do some boxing training and I was like, ooh, that was fun, So I'm like, oh, now we got to get a bag. We can hang a bag up somewhere now because now she's into it. So, but she is sore. Oh, she's like, today, she's like, this might be my day off now. I can barely move. I'm so sore. I'm like, good, it worked. Well, your muscles aren't used to that kind of training. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And of course, if you do that, one of my old favorite classes. So we used to go on these fitness weekends. Surprise, surprise. And the ones I used to do I used to do like 8 classes in sort of like say 2. Well, it was like 2 days. So Friday evening, Sunday morning, and Saturday. So I used to do about 8 classes. 6 of them were boxing or combat and all this. So I'd come home going, I feel good. And the other ones, surprise, surprise, would have 1 yoga and 1 pump. And the fun of pump.
Yeah. It would be awesome if I continuously did it, but doing it once out of nowhere. Yeah, that was probably wasn't the greatest thing, but I experienced it and I actually really liked it. So, hey, it's just building into it, getting it into a routine and not doing it with you because you kicked my ass. No.
That's my job.
I know it's your job, and I know you probably toned down on it too. That's the sad thing right now for me. I'm like, that thing probably could have gone about 50 miles per hour faster, really.
Yeah, that's the thing with pump, you choreograph, so you're at the beat.
Yeah.
So it's a case of it doesn't go faster. But if I was training myself, I might push heavier because there's a difference between instructing and not. And this is where people get it wrong because as an instructor, we're here to inspire and coach you. And so we need to be in shape because no offense, why would you pay me if I was some fat, lazy woman who didn't do anything?
Yeah. Well, and what I like about what you do, Liz, too, is we talked about this is you personalize trainings towards your clients instead of being that trainer that's like, okay, I have A, B, C, D, and this is all we're doing, but maybe this person doesn't have the capability of doing this. But you still need to do it because this is part of my program. No, you find what their issues are and you build towards their weaknesses to build them into strengths instead of just saying this is what you're doing. And like especially with food and health and everything, we had a nice conversation about that. How you go around people's food, and everything because you don't want to change somebody just like that because you're gonna well. If they try, you're going to scare them away because their body's not going to react to it, just crazy. So you got to slowly bring it in or see what their lifestyle is and build around their lifestyle, and it's just cutting little things out. It's just, okay, you ate a 10-ounce steak. Let's go down to a 6-ounce steak, or, something like that, cut your portions down in half and, eat 8 to 10 times a day instead of having just 1 or 2 meals. Break that off in the middle, have a hard-boiled egg here, have some yogurt here, have some fruit here, and because I had a buddy who always said you eat about 10 times a day and it's small portions and you figure your body out. Everybody does it different, but I'm like, well, a little snacking's not bad if you're working out hard, so it's because it's good protein. You need the protein during that stuff.
And it's like when we were doing the pump, although we were doing barbell work, I said, have your dumbbells ready because you've got something lighter then. You can still adapt.
Yep.
So
absolutely.
And you still manage to keep going. And that's the important part.
Yep.
So How would you, obviously we've hit on this body and self-confidence, how would you say that's, how would you say, why would you say that's important to have?
I think the better you feel about yourself, your self-confidence rises. And sometimes you take yourself for granted. You get into that comfort stage and you get into that I'm okay stage. And then you have somebody say something to you. And it could be a friend joking to you, but then it really hits you because then you start thinking about it, and it's like, oh, wow, do I really look like that? Am I really like that? Do I want to feel this way? Do I want to continue to be this way? It's like, and I don't know what it is because I'm a type of person, I don't care what people think about me, but I do, if that makes sense. My neighbor or the guy down the road or whatever cannot like me and I don't care. I really don't care. But then when it comes to business and everything, I do care what people think about me because, you have your brand, you have, kind of your style on how you want to do things. You want to be known for this stuff. You want to be known to be good at what you do. And I think it's kind of the same way at that. It's like, if I walk around my house, I care, but I don't what I look like. But then I still want Jody to appreciate what I look like. And then sometimes, like last summer, I realized when we first got our pool done that I jumped in the pool and I left my shirt on. And I was like, I thought about that. I'm like, hey, wait. That means I'm not comfortable within my skin, but I wasn't thinking it at the time. It's just a reaction. Okay, what do I need to do to fix this? You know what I'm saying? So it's there subconsciously, I think, for all of us. We just have to bring it out of us and figure out how to fix that. But I think once you feel good, I don't think we're ever going to be 100% of where we think we have to be or need to be or want to be. But if we're working towards that goal, I think it helps you so much mentally and you just feel so much better and makes life better. So
is that mindset shift?
Yeah, and let's see, Jody just brought me our juicing.
Hi, Jode.
Hi, Jody.
Hi.
So look at right on key. We're talking about being healthy, and she brought me she just juiced some stuff. So perfect.
So guys, if you are listening in to us, I am Liz and I'm joined with Nick, and we are talking about gratitude, health and fitness, and all things that help obviously Nick succeed and what he feels is beneficial to a professional career and success. And of course, we've just got the healthy juice, bang on cue. I'll text Jody and say, brilliant, well timed.
Yeah, absolutely. She did that yesterday when I was hosting a podcast. I'm like, hey, look at this. So, we can turn this into something. So,
yeah, you'd be marketing. And by the way, here you go.
Yeah. Now, we've been juicing a lot lately, Liz. I don't know if you and Jody have been talking about it at all, but hey, this last week I lost 4.5 pounds just juicing. And it's juices, and she makes sure there's protein, it gingers, and it's just not vegetables. She puts a whole bunch of different fruits and everything, combine them together too. But what I've been doing is I have a protein shake on my drive in. Then when I get to work, about an hour later, I'll drink one of these, a bottle like this. And then for lunch, I'll have like a yogurt or just some trail mix or something, to go along that line. Or maybe I'll go grab something like a little lettuce wrap or something out in the restaurants. And then before my drive home, I'll drink another one of these. And it seems to be filling me up. It's helping my digestive system. And I do feel more energy. And, I wasn't even trying hardly with any exercise this week, drop 4 pounds just because it's healthy for my body. And we found combinations that we like. That's the biggest thing, is finding the combination, that you like. Because I hate celery. Not going to lie. I hate celery. I hate almost anything vegetable. But she found combinations that were the fruit, almost the taste overwhelms kind of that stuff. So I'm still getting everything in there without actually knowing it's in there. Like there's a ton of spinach in this. I'm not the hugest spinach fan, and stuff, but it's working.
If you put kale in, that's that's a very strong one. So that's why I normally do half kale, half spinach, because spinach is very sort of mild. And then of course is the fruit that you put in. So if I put blueberries, brilliant, but they're not quite enough. I always have to have like some extra berries or orange or something just to give that extra little
Yeah, and it smells like hell. I'm not gonna lie, and, but it tastes great. So I mean, it's just, but it's not like I'm like when I'm drinking it. I'm like, hey, this is not bad actually. So been enjoying it.
Oh, we've got a few guys who have obviously joined us. So obviously from Tanzania. So I think you're the first person who'd ever said they're from Tanzania to listen in. Welcome.
Awesome.
I know.
Welcome.
We're getting around the world. Mohammed, Ahmed, lovely to see you too. And hey, Peter, thanks for joining us. Right, so obviously we've done the healthy foods because one other thing that I'm doing sort of at the moment. So guys, if you're in cold weather, it's kind of nice to have like a stew or something,
Mm-hmm.
So all I've done is sort of cut up loads of vegetables, I get vegetable stock, put it in the pan. So I use sweet potato. The one I've got is sweet potato, parsnips, carrots, red pepper, onion. Obviously, throw it all in a pan, put in some vegetable stock, let it sort of bake up. Then put some lentils in to obviously that will absorb some of the water. And then I'll put like a little bit of flour just to thicken it slightly. Job done. It's kind of
Nice.
like it's not runny enough to be a soup. It's like slightly thicker, but again, it's that sort of soft vegetables, a lot of goodness in there. And of course, it's quite warming because at the minute, like I said, we've got a bit of rain, so it's kind of that nice something warm as well.
No rain here.
A bit.
Yeah. It's all good. It's blue skies.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's been that way. A beautiful blue sky.
It did rain for like 2 of the last 3 days, which is unheard of here, and people were losing their minds. It was freaking hilarious watching people drive. I mean, they're just like white knuckling. They're like, it was hilarious.
So I'm going to pick on that. So obviously, driving can get you very stressed. So how do you stay calm when under pressure? You find the stress or whatever. What calms you down?
Music, loud music, and I pretend like I'm a drummer in a band, and I'm just like on my steering wheel, and I'm just singing along. I mean, it's weird because my car, the streaming, and it has it's called karaoke. It's like karaoke, so you can karaoke to songs, and it puts it up on the screen too, and everything. And then I probably got close to 1,000 streaming channels in there, so I just can find all different types of music, and I just I've been streaming music from when I was a kid in high school and everything, and just remembering all that music I grew up with. So I just been going to town, remembering songs I kind of forgot about, and just knowing all the words. So, I mean, it's funny if you see me driving by, I'm just, it's like live in concert with Nick in his car. And, but then, and I've been doing it too, is I go into Clubhouse and I'm just in there on some rooms on Clubhouse, and that, before I know it, blink of an eye, bam, 3/4 of my drive's over with. Yeah. And I've called you. Yes. I'm waiting for Paula to call me, Miss Goodman.
Yeah, she listens. So we'll tell her off. We'll have a word.
Yeah. I mean, we'll do that. But yeah, we've talked. I mean, I've talked to just people just call me just randomly, and it's nice because I tell them when my drive is. So, it makes the stuff go by quick, and Liz and I need to host a Clubhouse room. We need to talk about that.
Yeah.
But, and I set up my podcast stuff and everything while I'm driving too. I've talked to people and try to get some more guests and everything, or halfway interview them, just to see, if they're going to be a good fit. I mean, I love bringing everybody on, but I get so many people now inboxing me who I have no clue who they are. I just don't want to bring somebody on and it's just a spam hour, so, just get a little interview. So stuff like that.
Obviously, I get the same because obviously doing series one is great because I'm meeting some great people, obviously, and obviously sharing and get what you guys do. But series 3, here's the heads up. It's all about healthy mindset. So the people I'm speaking to are all within the health and fitness industry.
So am I coming back?
I'll let you know. I'll let you know. But I also do have a special event coming up, which yes, you can have an invite for, because there will be a nice, here we go, guys, here's a head up. There'll be a panelist session about healthy mindsets and all this. And I'm going to pull together different entrepreneurs to bring their experience from around the world.
Around May 28th or 29th, I think we might have a panel down here in Arizona, which I might have you be a part of. So
that would,
keep
I
that in
think that's
mind.
good.
Keep that on the calendar, people.
Mm.
But
And a May as a watch
end of
space.
May, beginning April, May, June, beginning of June. I have to think of my dates there. So we'll do it with a pretty cool background and everything. So we'll there's some big plans coming up, people, that Liz and I have been talking about. Hey, there's the teaser. Yes, the teaser.
It's gonna be an awesome summer.
Yes, it is.
So obviously you're saying how much you love me. But
I appreciate you a lot.
Who else inspires you?
Who else inspires me? Oh man, Paula does. Paula Goodman is just she is awesome. I mean, where's she at? She just said this morning she's gonna stop by and watch it. So she's a little I'm gonna have to text her after this. But Paula does a lot. There's a lot of people who inspire me who've been there for me, but there's a couple people that just really have helped me take it to the next level. Jordan Mendoza is one of them. That guy has just been awesome. When I first started on LinkedIn big time, Ira Bowman inspired me big time and helped me build my network. And I'll always be thankful for that. I always talk about you because you send me some really cool videos and everything for me to check out and everything. And I appreciate that immensely. And so is my wife, because she checks them out, and helps both of us out there. And then, my parents are huge in my life. I mean, that's why we moved. That's one of the reasons we moved down here, and my wife, Jody, I mean, she had a 21-year career that she let go for me to pursue my dreams, and couldn't be any more thankful for that, and she takes care of me. I mean, she cooks, she does everything for me because she knows I work long days and everything. And, she does the best she can to take care of me. And I couldn't be any happier, and couldn't ask for a better partner in life.
Very lucky. You're a very lucky man.
I am, because I always hear people complain about their spouses and bitch and moan and and we're like, we barely fight, we never argue, and we're just kind of enjoying life, and that's how it should be. We're each other's best friends, that's the biggest thing,
Two human beings, you should be his best friends. You might disagree on things, but
it's part of life.
Not see eye to eye.
Yeah, I mean, you can't. We're human. We're never going to agree 100% with anybody else. And if we did it, the world would be boring. It would be boring as hell. So you got to enjoy this. I mean, I have friends. I got hard-headed Brits I'm friends with. And I'm okay. I let it go sometimes. I mean.
Yeah. You want to watch those Brits, especially now we're our own little island.
Yeah, and I don't even know half the stuff you're talking about half the time. I gotta text Paula. I'm like, okay, you understand this? What you mean?
It's like a Google Translate Brit to American.
Yeah, I'm just like, I have no clue what she's talking about. She spells her words weird. She puts too many U's in. But it's funny. It's like, it's funny. I'm like, okay, us Americans always say, oh, the Brits and the Australians and everything spell everything, and the Canadians spell everything weird. But I'm like, think about it. We came from England. So wouldn't they be spelling everything right? Just saying.
Just saying, like, yeah.
But, us asshole Yankees over here.
Yeah, you're the ones with the accent. We speak the Queen's English.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay, just clarify that one.
Yeah.
So, what is the biggest challenge you face?
The biggest challenge I face? Oh God, it's keep my fitness where I need it to be. I think that's the biggest thing, and finding that work-life balance and fitness balance with my family. Making sure everybody's getting the time that needs to be there for everyone, and for myself, I mean, because part of fitness, like I always tell people, you can't fully love someone else without loving yourself. And part of loving yourself is your personal goals for yourself. And one of mine is fitness. And I've told you one of my goals by swim season, which I was taking, I told you I wasn't going to try this right away. I was going to let it go, 2 or 3 months. Well, this was back in January. So it'd be about 5 months, is I wanted to lose 30, 35 pounds, and I'm probably about at the 18 to 20 pound mark. I'm doing it slowly. Could I have been there already? Probably. But would have I kept it off if I've gone that fast? That's a different, because I can lose weight fast, but then it's keeping it off. And I think when I do it fast, I put my body into shock, and the metabolism's not properly staying with it. So as I've been doing it slower, like I said, I've had weeks where I've eaten like crap, but I haven't gained any weight. So my metabolism is starting to go a little faster. So, but I think it's just getting to that goal where I feel good and just toning a little bit. I don't need huge muscles anymore. I just want to tone, because to be honest with you, I live in a place where it's over 100 degrees for 4 months out of the year. I want to be able to walk around without my shirt on and feel good about myself, instead of trying to hide something, that's the biggest thing. I'm not going to lie. That's my biggest roadblock right now for me.
Yeah. Keeping focused, keep going. And that's the thing, you need to, that's steady. And the steady loss is, for those who are listening, if you've ever done yo-yo dieting, as soon as you lose weight quickly, the likelihood is when you start eating normally, you will rebound, which potentially will mean you gain more weight. And then you lose weight and you don't get quite as far. And again, you get into this cycle. And overall time, your weight is going up. Mm-hmm. If you do as Nick's doing, where you kind of maintain a healthy lifestyle and do it steady, step by step, you actually maintain that weight loss. And if you do have odd weeks where you're doing what you want.
Yeah. You know what kills me, Liz, is it's so nice all the time at night going outside and drinking beer. That's the thing. It's like, So, I mean, pink champagne, I heard, is pretty good for you. So I got to think about that.
Vodka, lime, and soda.
Yeah, well, we had my neighbors came over last night, so I had some tequila with them, so it wasn't too bad, I mean, not a ton, because I was able to get up this morning and be on this. But, we had a nice game night with the neighbors and a barbecue, so, I mean, but that's what it is down here. So it's being disciplined on, because I'm not telling everybody, having an adult beverage is not bad. It's how much you consume and what you do with it is what's bad. So, like it was tequila and water last night. He had some type of, I forgot what kind of seltzer water and put with some lime in it. Really good. I was like, ooh, haven't had this before.
Do you want to know the healthy amount of alcohol you should have?
The way my neighbor makes it, probably not healthy. But
yeah, well, you should have maximum 14 units a week, only 8 in one drinking session. That is what they.
That's fine. That's like a beer a day. I'm good with that. Okay, we're good.
So that's what I mean, maximum. But then again, if you have a pint of beer, so a lager, you would be having about 1,800 grams of protein, which is actually dead protein. There's no nutritional value in it. So that's why a lot of guys who drink a lot of beer have a beer belly.
Yep. Or or you can be like me. You can drink a nice dark porter. I'll use Guinness as example, and that can go as your beer and your meal because you're like eating your beer. So hey,
and it's actually shown there are links with Guinness and your heart as well. So it is good.
It's good for your heart. Ooh, see. All right, I'm going to note that.
Small doses, obviously, small amounts.
Yeah, Guinness, good for the heart. Well, our Guinness here is nothing like the Guinness over there. So,
and the Guinness over here is not like you get in Ireland. So if you want good Guinness, go to Ireland.
My brother went to Ireland for their honeymoon, and he was just talking about. He goes, "The Guinness is amazing," and I'm like, "I want to go there," because they did a tour where they went through all these castles and stayed at them, and just I'm like, I want to do that. That is like bucket list material right there, because we don't have old stuff like that over here in the States. Our country is what, 250, 300 years old at the most, realistically. Europe, England, everywhere over there is thousands of years old. So just the history is just awesome. So that's why we're going to go over there. We're going to go over there and meet with Liz Jones, and she's going to be our tour guide. I just let you know that. So
I've actually, here's a story for you. My dad doesn't fly, so I've actually been on holidays all around the UK, and because we always went on holiday, so I've been to these places. Yes, I've been there. So yes, I'm a good tour guide.
Awesome. So, and Doesn't your parents, I believe, do they live in Wales? Was that it? Yeah. See,
Yes,
I
it is.
listen. Yeah. So
Good boy.
Wales. Yeah. Wales rugby team. I got a poster of them somewhere around
England.
here. Yeah. I know England,
England.
but you're from Wales, aren't you? Kinda, or is that just your
No,
parents? That's just your parents
no,
just
they
moved
they
there.
moved there when I was 17. So
Ah,
yeah,
so
I'm English, born in England.
who's their alliance to? Is it Wales or England?
England.
Okay,
England.
good. Okay, the
But
Rose.
if you get the boat race,
Yeah.
my dad is Oxford, and my mum is Cambridge. So
Okay.
every time there's a boat race, the house is split.
It's divided. It's like over here with
Yeah.
colleges. You have one person who went to this college and the other person went to the rival college, and they do not talk to each other that week. It's like, nope, you stay away.
Nope.
So good
So
stuff.
what's one tip or advice that you would give others about taking care of their well-being around their professional career?
Around your professional career. Oh, that's a good one.
I've got a few goodies.
Yeah, I just think always going in with a positive attitude. And I think a big thing that helps your well-being is when you hire people just as smarter than you, because of the fact, one, it can make you learn, so it helps your mind work. And two, it makes a better team. So when you have a better team, your stress level comes down. And if you're able to properly delegate things like you're supposed to in certain positions, it makes your work life balance better. And then you can have more time for exercise. And people don't see how all this equates together. It's building a strong team. For me, I'm in a leadership position, so I build a strong team, build a good culture, build the trust in the team, have the team build the trust in me, so we know we can do each other's stuff. It makes it for a lot less stressful job. And I think that's where people, like, my definition of my job is a desk job. I'm not a desk worker. I get up and walk around. But guess what? When you sit in front of a computer for hours at a time, what do you want to do? Is eat, because it's the easiest thing to do. Pull candy out of here, pull this out of here, pull that out of there. So if you can, it's because of stress. It's because you're stressed out. That's why you eat. That's why you eat sugars. Yeah, or bored, yes. But you eat a lot of sugars because you're stressed, because you want to find that you think that energy is going to bring you up. Everybody's like, I need to get on a sugar high. No, you don't. Yeah, you need to get on a vitamin B12 high. That's what you need to get on,
or vitamin D3.
Yeah, I mean, you know all the other stuff. I just know vitamin B12. That works great. Go get the shot from the doctor, call it good. But but the thing is, if you can get on that natural high like that, then your sugar, you kind of eliminate your sugars and you eliminate that eating. And the biggest thing is drink water. Drink a lot of water. That replaces your hunger. But people get sick of water. So I always find like something that's like a rehydrator, something that's good for me, that gives it some flavor. So I could drink as much rehydrate as you want, because it's just flavoring the water. And I mean, I drink a ton of water at work. Oh my God, I'm constantly up heading out to the boys' room, but that's good because I'm naturally flushing myself too.
Just get fresh lemon.
Yeah. I'll go weeks and I'm like lemon in the water, and that kind of gets boring. Then I switch it up to over here, and that kind of gets boring. Then, yep. See, but I have this. One day I'll show you the rehydrate I use. Is it 100% healthy? Probably not. Is it bad for me? No. But guess what? It flavors my water, and if I drink more water, that's the biggest thing. It's getting me to drink more water. That's the biggest thing. I mean, I just got to drink water. So Liz, how much water do you need to drink a day? There's the key question, because so many people tell you a different story.
It's not actually how much you drink. So you have 5 clear urinations a day.
Mm-hmm.
Or minimum of 5.
Yeah.
So for you, that could be 3 liters. For me, that could be 2. It doesn't matter how much you drink. It's about how hydrated your body is.
I try to drink my body weight in ounces of water a day. That's a lot of water.
Just five urinations. That's all. As long as you hit that.
No. Oh, that's no problem. See, because I will drink. I know you use liters. I'll drink a 24-ounce bottle of water that I have on my desk, let's say something like this, for instance, I'll drink one of those an hour when I'm at work. And I don't pound it, I make sure I sit through it, but yes, as they say, the gates open after the first couple ones, so, but yeah, that's what I say. I mean, I want to make sure I got the clear urinations a day.
Uh-huh.
What I'm working on. Yep. So.
Awesome. Well, Nick, it's been fabulous talking to you, but obviously you and I can keep talking all day. I keep saying that to everyone. That's kind of like my thing, because everyone I get on here, I'm like, yeah, you're cool.
Yeah, but I'm different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait for our special shows. So obviously, what's the best way to get hold of you? I've put your link for your LinkedIn business, as well as your Linktree website with all the links for your podcast.
I usually do this when I'm on my podcast because it's up in the corner. So I'll do this. You can find me on LinkedIn. You can find me on YouTube. All Things Gratitude podcast on YouTube. All our past podcasts and my awesome videos from when I first started on LinkedIn. You can watch them and laugh because they are hilarious because I sucked them. But I got better. You do that.
I'm with that one.
Yeah. My link tree is on my LinkedIn page. So go to like 12 of my different websites I'm associated with. So that's there. And then the Anchor, Spotify, iTunes, All Things Gratitude podcast, every Saturdays, 8 a.m. Pacific time now. So, yeah, come join us. Keep supporting Liz, my friend Liz Jones. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Help her out. Go find Mind Body House. Hey, go get a workout, man. She's got some good deals going on right now.
Yeah, sign up for and my new course.
There's a new course right there that is rocking people. I've looked into it. It's pretty nice, guys. Good price too. Go check it out.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Patty. Yeah. And thank you everyone for listening and joining us and dropping in your comments from around the world. It's been amazing to have you. So go and enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, who are with us or not. It's great to have you. Bye. Thanks, Nick.
Talk to you later.
Bye.